In the Giza Plateau Mapping Project's archive, Field Report GPM 1999-DES-07 sits a survey log most excavators never followed up on. It documents a secondary entrance, cut into the pyramid's north face, roughly 4 meters below the official descending passage. Limestone fill, cedar beam fragments, a deliberate seal. Most people who visit the Great Pyramid walk straight past it. They follow the tourist path. They never look down. But hidden beneath the modern scaffolding that surrounds the north face is something that shouldn't exist. A second opening, mapped once, then quietly closed. The entrance was documented by Italian explorer Giovanni Caviglia in 1817. He entered, he descended, then his notes went incomplete and his team withdrew. Mainstream Egyptology filed it as a natural fissure, later modified by tomb robbers. But here's where it gets strange. The descent angle matches the original descending passage exactly, to the degree. Not similar, not approximate, the same. The ancient texts called it the second mouth of the horizon, a passage reserved for those who carried the record, not the body. For decades, scholars dismissed it as ceremonial language. Then, modern science found something that changed everything. LiDAR scans conducted across the North Face in 2019 by a German-Egyptian survey team recorded a linear anomaly 2.1 meters wide, descending at 26 degrees, running parallel to the known descending passage before diverging west at approximately 40 meters depth. Not a reflection artifact, not geological stratification. A corridor. The team filed for a subsurface excavation permit. The Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities acknowledged receipt. No approval followed. The lead researcher gave one conference presentation in Vienna in 2020, then went silent. They weren't guessing. They were recording. The ancient source is specific. It says, the second passage does not terminate at the subterranean chamber. It continues, past it, into what the text calls the place before the first stone was laid, a chamber that predates the pyramid built above it. Here's where it gets strange. Seismic refraction surveys from 1996 along the plateau's northern edge detected bedrock anomalies consistent with pre-existing excavation. Cavities in the limestone that show tool pattern scarring inconsistent with natural erosion. The data was submitted to the Supreme Council of Antiquities. The raw files were not published. Now, does this prove the most extreme version of the story? Probably not. But that doesn't make the discovery ordinary. A second entrance, aligned with precision, leading to a passage that diverges from every known interior feature, mapped by multiple independent methods across 2 centuries. That is not imagination. That is convergence. They built the entrance, they used it, and then they sealed it in such a way that it required more than 1,000 years and modern scanning technology to find again. Whatever the second passage leads to, it wasn't an afterthought. It was the point. The entrance is still there, still filled. The LiDAR data still sits in a Vienna University archive, unpublished in full. The corridor below, still unmapped, still descending, still waiting. And somewhere beneath 45 centuries of limestone and silence, there is a room that was dug before the pyramid above it existed. No one has been allowed inside. Hit like, hit subscribe, and watch the next video, because what's below the subterranean chamber may be the oldest thing on the plateau.